Hello friends, in this video we'll be studying about the attachments and the origin, insertion and action of the four quadriceps muscles. So what were those four quadriceps muscles? One was rectus femoralis, vastus rectus, vastus medialis, vastus intermedius. So we'll study about the origin, insertion, action and respectively. So we'll see all these four muscles in the form of diagram. As you can see in this diagram, this is the rectus femoralis muscle. You can see this diagram. This is the rectus femoralis muscle, and it is having two heads. One is the straight head, one is the reflected head. So this is a bit straight. So this is the straight head, and this is the reflected head. So the straight head and the reflected head combines together to form a single head and continues and gets attached to the base of the patella. You can see the patella here, and it is getting attached to the base of the patella. The straight head originates from the acetabular groove and the reflected head originates from the anterior inferior spine. They both combine together, form a straight muscle and attaches to the base of the patella. So what is its nerve supply? Nerve supply is femoral nerve. Remember one thing, all the quadriceps four muscles nerve supply is femoral nerve. Then it helps for flexion. It helps for the flexion of the hip joint and extension of the knee joint. It helps with the flexion of the knee joint and extension of the knee joint. Okay, that's it. It was about the one muscle. So we'll write about this muscle in detail. Yeah, first was about the origin. First is origin of the rectus femoralis muscle. So as I said, it has two heads. So one is straight head, which originates from upper half of inferior iliac spine, and another one is the reflected head. So this originates from the groove above acetabulum. So groove above acetabulum. Next we'll speak about the insertion. So insertion is base of patella, then comes the nerve supply. As I said, for all the quadriceps femoris muscle, the nerve supply is the femoral nerve. And finally the action. So action is flexion of the hip joint and extension of the knee joint. Flexion of hip joint and extension of knee joint. Flexion of hip joint and extension of the knee joint. So that's it was about the rectus femoralis muscle. Next we'll see about the vastus lateralis muscle. So next one is vastus lateralis muscle. We'll see about its origin, insertion detailedly with the help of a need label diagram. So as you can see in this diagram, this is the vastus lateralis muscle, and its origin is the upper part of the intertrochanteric line. You can see the trochanteric line here, trochanteric line, and the linea alba. So it arises from the upper part of the intertrochanteric line and anterior and inferior border of the greater trochanter. Anterior and inferior border of the greater trochanter. It is also getting attached to the, you can see here, it is also getting attached to the gluteal tuberosity. You can see here it is also getting attached to the gluteal tuberosity and the linea aspera. So it has 4 origin. Vastus rectalis has 4 origin. It is getting attached to the upper part of the intertrochanteric line, anterior and inferior border of the greater trochanter, lateral rib of the gluteal tuberosity, and upper half of the lateral rib of the linea asper. So what and where is it getting attached to? It is getting attached or inserted. You can see here it is originating from the gluteal tuberosity. It is getting attached to the 1/3 of the lateral border of the patella. You can see here the patella bone, and it is getting attached to the 1/3 of the, you can see here 1/3 out of 1, 2, 3 muscles. It is getting attached to the 1/3 of the lateral border of patella. It helps for the extension and only extension of the knee joint, and nerve supply is by the femoral nerve. As I said, as usual, for all the quadriceps femoralis muscle, the nerve supply is usually the femoral nerve. So we'll write this origin, insertion, nerve supply detailedly. So the origin of this muscle, it is upper part of the intertrochanteric. So this was the first origin. The second origin was the anterior and inferior border of greater trochanter. Anterior and inferior border of greater trochanter. Then the third one is the lateral lip of the gluteal tuberosity. Lateral lip of gluteal tuberosity. And the last origin is the upper half of the lateral rib of the linea aspera. Upper half of linea aspera. So this was the origin of the vastus lateralis. Now we'll see about the insertion. So it is inserted to the upper 1/3 of the lateral lip of the patella. Upper and base 1/3 of lateral lip of patella. Now let us see the nerve supply. As I said, the nerve supply is by the femoral nerve and action is by the extension of knee joint. By the extension of knee joint. So done. Now we'll study about the third muscle, that is vastus medialis. So vastus medialis muscle. We'll see its origin, insertion with the help of a diagram. It takes origin from the lower part of the intertrochanteric line. So you can see the vastus medialis muscle here, vastus lateralis, vastus This is the rectus femoralis. Vastus intermedius is present below this, and there is vastus medialis here. So the vastus medialis, you can see that it is getting attached from the intertrochanteric line, the spiral line. All these are present here. Then the medial lip of linea aspera, the medial lip of linea aspera, and upper 2/3 of the medial supracondylar line. So it's getting origin from all these things. It also arises from the intermuscular septum. And where is it attached? It is attached here. You can see it is getting attached to the upper 2/3 of the medial border of patella. You can see here it is getting attached to the this is patella. It is getting attached to the upper 2/3 of the medial border of the patella. Nerve supply femoral nerve. It helps in the extension of knee joint. It is getting origin from the intertrochanteric line, spiral line, medial lip of linea aspera, and 2/3 of the medial supracondylar line. Insertion to the base and upper medial border of patella. So we'll write this in detail. So first one is the origin. So origin, it is lower part of intertrochanteric line, spiral line, medial lip of linea aspera, and finally the upper 2/3 of medial supracondylar line. So this was about the origin. Now we'll study about the insertion. Insertion, it is inserted to the base and upper 2/3 of medial border of patella, and its nerve supply is by the femoral nerve, its action is extension of the knee joint. So remember one thing, out of these 4 muscles, 3 helps in extension of knee joint, and the one rectus femoralis helps in flexion of hip joint as well as the insertion or exertion of the knee joint. The last but not the least muscle, vastus intermedialis. The vastus intermedialis muscle. So we'll see it in the form of diagram. Vastus intermedialis, it is present below the rectus femoralis muscle. Note, it is present below the rectus femoralis muscle, and vastus intermedialis is not present above the rectus femoralis muscle. So deep muscles are vastus rectalis, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, and vastus medialis. Above that, in between, there is rectus femoralis muscle present. So if we speak about the intermedialis muscle, it gets originate, as you cannot see here, but it gets originate in the anterior and lateral surface of the shaft of the femur, attaches to the base of the patella. Nerve supply is femoral nerve. You can see vastus intermedialis muscle present below here, because this is rectus femoralis muscle. And action, as usual, it helps in the extension of the knee joint. We'll write it in the note. So first one is the origin. So as we know, the origin is upper 3/4 of anterior and anterior and lateral surface of shaft of femur, upper 3/4 of anterior and lateral surface of shaft of femur. Now we'll look at the insertion. Insertion is to the base of patella. Then comes the nerve supply. Nerve supply is femoral nerve. And finally, the action is extension of the knee joint. Action is the extension of knee joint. That's it about this video. Hope you like this video. Sorry, I forgot to explain about the sartorius muscle. So sartorius muscle is also a very important question, usually asked for 5 marks. So the 4 quadriceps femoralis muscle is over. Now we'll study about a last muscle, that is sartorius muscle. It is usually asked for 5 marks or 3 mark question. Sartorius muscle. This is an important one. Please note it is an important question. So we'll study about this sartorius muscle with the help of a diagram. As you can see in this diagram, so this is the sartorius muscle. You can see here, this is the sartorius muscle. It is getting origin from the anterior superior iliac spine. It is getting originating from the anterior superior iliac spine, and see, it is getting inserted to the upper part of the medial surface of the shaft of the tibia. It is getting attached to the upper part of the medial surface of the shaft of tibia. ASI, hint is ASI. Here, anterior superior iliac spine, sartorius muscles, it's get to the medial surface of the shaft of the tibia. And nerve supply, as usual, the femoral nerve. It helps in the flexion of the hip joint, knee joint, and lateral rotation of the thigh. It helps in flexion of the knee joint, extension of the knee joint, lateral rotation of the knee joint. We'll write it. You can see its origin is from the anterior superior iliac spine, anterior superior iliac spine. Its insertion is to the upper part of the medial surface of the shaft of the tibia. Upper part of medial surface of shaft of tibia. Its nerve supply and action. So nerve supply, as usual, the femoral nerve, and finally its action helps in flexion of knee and hip joint, lateral rotation of thigh, lateral rotation of thigh. Hope you like this video. In the next video, we'll be studying a very important 10-mark question, that is the femoral triangle. Thank you.